Hey everybody, it's time for another update. If you guys are wondering, this is my Halloween costume, and I'm kind of having trouble with it because, because it's homemade, 100%. The elasticity for the mask to be around my face is making it very difficult to see through the eye holes if you can't tell where my eye holes are. I don't even know if you guys can hear me all that well, but I gotta take this off anyway. This is done. I think I have everything I need for my Halloween costume, but that's not the point of this update. Of this update vlog, whatever you want to call it. This is a Michael Myers knife. If you guys are wondering, this isn't even real because it's flimsy. I just needed a knife that was big enough and noticeable to see with this mask on, because starting this weekend, because it's October now, I'm going to be streaming scary games. I don't know if it's going to be straight to Facebook, because if you guys can't tell, this is on. I'm testing it out before the weekend starts to see if I can't stream at the same time while using it and other things. So far, so good. Doesn't mean that I'm going to for a long period of time, because I just turned this on like 2 hours ago, and I've been playing YouTube videos off of it for a while, and until I find out what's wrong with this thing, with more than just the processor, if it's the processor, because things happen with the PC and stuff, it's very difficult to find out. And I'm doing this to find out what's going on, see what the error code is again, see if it's different, because I can't remember what the error code was. According to what my friend said, it is the processor, but he's not 100% sure himself either due to that problem. If you guys can't tell either, I did put up some curtains, and they are making this room dark. Also, because it's right here next to the wall where I'm going to be sitting down while streaming and stuff, it's going to help with the sound. I have a pillow underneath this, because if this tablet falls, it's going to break, and I have a pillow right here just underneath it to catch it. You guys may see it. I don't know if you guys are hearing an echo, because there's an empty room right next door. I haven't closed this door, and I haven't even watched my previous video yet, because I don't know about the echo. Eventually, when I'm done figuring out if this thing is going to work still or not, like I said in the last video, I'm going to use it for now just to put things onto it and save it later for whenever I get my channel started back up again. Because that processor that I need, also need a new motherboard and RAM and stuff like that. And when I have just under 2 months right now to save up money for Cyber Monday, which I should be able to do for at least 2 of the 3 parts I'm going to need. RAM counts as 1 due to I have to get multiple sticks of it apparently. I would try to figure out how to put this fan back in and stuff like that to make sure it works, but I don't know where to plug it in. I have to get my friend to come help me out with that. He may be coming over tomorrow. If he comes over tomorrow, I may not stream tomorrow after work, because I have to try to figure things out with this thing. I'm going to keep this on all night. I'm going to keep it on all day. I'm going to see if it turned off. I'm going to have some, I guess you can call it a timer to see when it stopped at what time, I guess. I don't know if it'll work, but I don't have cameras to do that with at the moment, because once this thing hits like 30 minutes, it's completely overdone and it has no more memory. My phone is always with me, so I can't do that. If you guys are wondering, this is my YouTube channel. I have my Patreon in this. I need to update that if I haven't yet. You guys can go to it and help me out and stuff like that if you want. I'm going to be uploading this to other platforms too for my vlogs until this thing is fixed. And then when I'm done with that, all my videos will be uploaded to Talking Video Games, and only Talking Video Games on Twitter, which is on here, and Facebook. I would do it on Tumblr, but Tumblr doesn't do specific things anymore. Nobody likes Tumblr. I liked it. It was fun because there was a certain group that I followed on there. That group was mainly the only reason why I was on Tumblr in the first place. They because that stopped, they started doing this thing on Facebook too. So I said, "Screw it, Tumblr's out of the question now." But yeah, as you can tell, it seems to be doing fine. The fans work. Well, these are blowing down this way. This is blowing out this way, as this is supposed to blow out this way. But as you can tell, it's not working at the moment. I got the mouse and keyboard working right next to it. This one has it's glowing, as you can see. I need to turn this off anyway, so that way I don't waste the battery. And I got the keyboard right here that does the rainbow thing too. But because the PC had to technically reset because the processor was messing up, the keyboard stopped being just plain red. And so I got to figure out how to fix that up, or not fix it, custom it to where it's just the red. At work, I am missing 1 or 2 days every week or two, and it's kind of sucking because every time I try to get to work, it's either I don't have a ride to work because I don't have enough money to give for gas or Uber. So I've been looking into vehicles. I've been looking into mopeds and stuff, and apparently the those mopeds, there's motorcycles that are cheap like them too and stuff like that. Insurance won't be up as high. I think they're easy payments. The most expensive one I found was like 4, maybe 5 grand, and now I'm just like, whoa, if I could pay that off within the year, that's perfectly fine, because I make that much in like 3 months anyway with the job I currently have. I can make more than that if I could, but I can't because I have a lack of a vehicle. I'm trying to see if I can't get my Class M license before I go for this, so that way I can get this with the down payment, hopefully very small. I will eventually get a car. I do need a car, so that way when the weather is bad, I don't have to worry about driving through bad rain, especially if it's very windy on a 2-wheeled vehicle. I may be looking into a 3-wheeled vehicle to prevent myself from tumbling over when the wind is too strong, because if I'm moving that fast and I fall over, I'm going to lose a lot of skin. That's the thing that's terrifying me, but these things are cheap and I need to get a vehicle in order to get to work. I don't want to lose this job and I don't want to quit this job. They understand what's going on with me due to how far away I live from it. It's like a 20-mile, 30-mile drive from where I live, and it takes about 30 minutes at most to get to work, and that's a long time for a vehicle. And because I have the person that I usually rely on for a ride isn't always there for me to get a ride from, I lose a day or two every week or every other week. Oh, I don't want him to step on this because this is made out of paper mache, in like case if you can't tell. And if he steps on it, it's probably going to fucking break. But besides the point, I need to get a vehicle as soon as I can, and I've looked into mopeds due to how cheap they're supposed to be. I'm going to try to get one hopefully by the end of the year, for money saved up. If I can get a roommate will help me save up much faster for a vehicle. I've been looking into roommates websites and stuff like that in order for me to get one, but I'm very picky and I gotta make sure that the roommate is capable of making money for full rent at all times, no matter the reason or anything like that. I gotta make sure all that stuff is happening, because if I can't make rent at all because, holiday hours and stuff like that, I have to make sure that they're capable of covering. Because my only rules are technically is no one's allowed over due to have expensive stuff here, except for the TV. The TV was cheap as hell. I never thought I'd find a brand new TV for as cheap as it was. And it works fine. I mean, like the HD qualities, I've been playing with it. Every once in a while, I just had to sit here and hit game mode on, so that way you can see the whole screen instead of just the edges off. I don't know if it'll be able to show due to how dark it is versus how light it is on the top. But let's just say that there's a gap between YouTube and my name about this much, and instead of having it like this, it'll be like this, where you can barely see the top, and you won't be able to see the X's and the plus sign on the side whenever you're using the website browsers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's, I don't know where I'm going with that, to be honest. If I can, like I said, all I gotta do is just wait on my tax income. I'll be able to get stay here for another year once I do, because I'll put in all that most of that money, if not all of it, because I don't know if I'm going to be getting more than enough to pay for the entire year to stay here and save up money for that. Because I don't know how much I'm going to be getting with my taxes for my tax return, if it's going to be tax return and not paying my taxes. I'm hoping that I get a big fat tax return because I may be working full time, but I'm not getting overtime. I've gotten some overtime, but not a lot. And most of that overtime that I got was last year. I don't know if it's going to be affecting this year, to be honest, due to I did get about $1,500 this year for my tax return, and that's what I used to go towards this place right here, and it worked. I ended up saving $2,000 in total to get this place. All that money that I had saved up, it disappeared real quick because I had to get a bed. I can't work in a warehouse where I'm at without sleeping in something comfortable enough for me to sleep in, because this floor is not soft. It's made of wood, or the fake wood, whatever you want to call it. These things you just connect together like this, and they're about this thin. This thin. They're like 2-3 inches thick. And they connect. They're not soft, like I said. There's no carpet here. I have to buy my own that I'm standing on. So, yeah, if everything goes fine, I'm looking for a roommate at this time, to where if they want to do the things they want to do, they have to leave in order to do this, because I don't want anybody over because of the expensive equipment, because of what I'm trying to do, and also I got pets here that I don't want to have disturbed because of so many people being here. Also, they could be allergic to cats or dogs, if not both. Also have a turtle here that is kind of overwhelmed with what it is right now already, and I'm trying to either find it a new home. Hold on a sec, this seems to be too bright. That's, I guess, a little better. Let me try this. I guess, I don't know, but it's getting kind of hot because of this. Roommate, follow the rules of no drinking, no smoking, no nothing like that here. If you're going to do all that, leave. Don't come back messed up, because I don't want to deal with it. If you're going to be messed up, hang out with your buddies, not me, because I'm here to come home, relax kind of thing, I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. I don't even like any of that stuff in the first place. I always try to stay away from it. That's probably why I only have like 3 or 4 friends at most, because they are the ones that don't even go out to drink or get messed up on anything. My previous roommate, I tried to give him a chance for that due to he said he wanted to clean up, but he ended up falling off the horse very quickly. That was pretty much it. And he's gone now, because he didn't want to stay here. And he's like, no, I'm not going to fucking leave because you don't like me here. And I was like, I didn't say I didn't like you here. I just don't like the things that you do and stuff like that. And he's like, well, because of that, I don't feel welcome, so I'm going to leave. I'm like, dude, you're always welcomed. It's just I don't want you to do that stuff. Lie to my face about you not doing it, and be all messed up to my face while lying about it. I don't like being lied to, and it pisses me off. And that's what's going on, and that's why he took off. Probably because he thought I was lying about that. I'm not lying about that. I truly don't like people drunk or messed up at all, regardless of what it is or what the reason is. Prescription drugs are different due to you have to have it in order to survive or help your body out, yada yada yada. And alcohol of any sorts, I try to keep away unless it's being used to cook with. Like Jack Daniels, I see it used in a few recipes, and it's the most common one I've seen so far out of the things that I like to cook, and I never bought it. Just as long as my new roommate is clear on those kind of rules, and also doesn't mind me being fucking loud as hell whenever I'm streaming and or recording at the same time, they should be fine due to they're right next door and the TV is right here against the bedroom wall right here. This is the other room right here. I'm planning on switching the room around if I ever get the roommate to do that with, so that way I can make sure that they don't get too disturbed, and I'm going to have my walls completely covered in soundproof foam. It's expensive, but hey, it's worth it in the end. Hold on a sec. Okay, it just went into sleep mode. Just making sure the computer wasn't messing up. Just gotta make sure, because this thing was still on, the screen turned off. I had to make sure. That's the first time it's done that since I've had this back. I gotta fix it to where it won't go into sleep mode. I gotta make sure that it still goes off to find out if it's that problem. And because I know that now, I'm going to go into the settings and fix it after I try to upload this. Actually, no, I'm not going to upload this until the next day. I'm just getting this ready for ahead of time due to nothing's really happened this week. I'm just the stuff that I said last week for the vlog didn't come out as for everything, so I saved some of it for this week just in case. And well, so far it seemed to make the video pretty long. I know I've been ranting randomly and stuff like that, but it's working out and things are going good. But I am still trying to. Ooh, I didn't realize it was that close to the edge. Oops. Oh, it took me. Give me a second, guys. I am still trying to look up these devices and parts to fix up this computer. Okay, good. To make sure that everything is working great. Give me a sec, guys. I am trying to just talk while thinking at the same time with what I'm trying to say. All right. I am looking into Best Buy to buy these things because when Cyber Monday hits, I'm buying these parts right away, every single one of them. I'm going to have the best parts to have and the recommended parts that my friend's given me for this. Motherboard, processor, new RAM, and all that. And I'm going to be getting the capture card. I don't know if it's going to be external or internal. I'm going to try to go for internal. I'm going to get a new microphone, new headphones, because this headphone set that I have back here is so old that it's literally falling apart from the inside, if you guys can't see this. I mean, like, it's literally tearing off this stuff. Most of it's already gone. It's because of the wear and tear. It's like 4 or 5 years old now. I've had it for 3 years old. It's 3 years old. I've had these for a while. It's lost its microphone. I don't know where it went. I don't know if it was with my stuff that was stolen, or if it's in my box of technology wires and stuff like that that I'm going to be using that I'm holding on to for later, just in case I need it, because I have like 5 spare HDMI cables, just in case, you know, something doesn't come with it. I need a spare, and also 3 of them out of the 5 that I have are gold plated. I'm using the gold plated ones right now currently inside the PC and my Xbox in order to keep it looking good in HD quality. I also have cables, so that way I could play games with my controller, my Xbox controller onto here for long distance, and if one breaks I have a spare, and I have a backup for my backup's backup kind of thing. It came as a pack. Sorry if you guys think I'm hoarding. No, I'm not. It just came as a pack for long 10-footers and stuff like that. And I was just like, oh, that's cool. That's actually quite cheap for its price then. But everything else seems to be going pretty good. Andy's butt, or back I should say, it's healing up pretty nicely. All that's left that's for him to take care of right now is his he scratches a lot, and he still aims at his butt and back. So I gotta make sure he heals up still. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm trying to drag this out just a little bit too much. I'm going to be streaming some scary games, probably Dead by Daylight this weekend on my Facebook page if it's not going to be on YouTube. Because if this works by this weekend, I am going to be able to stream to YouTube, but you're not going to hear any audio from me. So I'm going to be doing it on Facebook and YouTube at the same time to see if it'll work at all. And hopefully I don't break the system if it does. If it does, I still have my Xbox that's connected to my PC for the game Dead by Daylight. I have other games like Doom Eternal that I just got, and I want to play that game too. I may stream that instead of Dead by Daylight. And I honestly really want to play Doom Eternal on the Xbox due to I honestly prefer it on PC due to it's a first-person shooter and I play better with first-person shooters with mouse and keyboard. But controller, it's more of a third person for me kind of thing. I'll explain that in some other type of video. Also, I have started my Nuzlocke with Pokemon Shield. Hopefully everything goes well with that. So far I've lost like 3 or 4 Pokemon in the first episode. I may stream that again this weekend too. And I say may because I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be streaming Friday and Saturday. I have to see if this works. If this doesn't work, then it's just going to be Pokemon for one of the days. And if this does work, it's going to be Dead by Daylight and Doom. Otherwise, it's Doom and Pokemon. Dead by Daylight will be put on hold until this is fixed because I want to play as the killer and with the mouse and keyboard. I haven't done that yet. And like I said, it's connected to my Xbox. I can still do it, but I don't like playing it with the controller as the killer. So maybe it'll work out as the survivor because I play like a fucking beast as the survivor. I did figure out some things with capturing on the Xbox One. Seems like it doesn't do YouTube at all. Doesn't even seem to go to Twitch ever anymore. I'm still trying to figure that out because I haven't had an Xbox One in like almost 2 years now. I haven't used it, I should say. It's been definitely over a year and a half for sure, but I don't know if it's been 2 years yet. But it's been that long. The new update showed what I had for the Xbox One in the last couple of months that I missed out on because I haven't had it in like 2 months, or I haven't turned it on in 2 months. So everything is good, and hopefully everything works out. I am going to be getting some certain games for the Xbox, but until everything's, like I said, caught up, I have to not pay for any more games. I'm going to rely on my Xbox to get free games because the Game Pass, the Ultimate Game Pass, whatever it's called, because it's also on my Steam. I can play games back and forth that are PC compatible. But, hit the keyboard a little too hard. I actually kind of heard it hit in the corner. I don't know if you heard it. But until next week, guys, with the update and stuff like that, make sure that everything... you'll know for sure if this is working or not and stuff like that. I'll have you'll definitely find out if you guys watch me on Facebook. Go watch me on Facebook. I know the quality is probably going to be shitty due to I'm using this tablet to record or stream through. Outside of that, it's so that way you guys can hear me. I'm not going to be able to have a microphone for quite some time until Cyber Monday. I almost said Black Friday. I heard Black Friday's canceled at least this year. Don't know if it's true. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys in the same Fox channel at the same